What football team do you support?
I love England. And then I studied in Watford, so I support the Watford Football Club.
Pansi, I must tell you, you'll be amazed at this, that where we are now, we're at the vicarage, but we're only about 5 miles away from Watford.
Oh, okay. No, I lived there for some time. So that's the part of UK I'm very familiar with. So yeah, I like that area.
Oh, that's great. So if at some time you come back to visit,
yes,
we can see whether. Well, you must let me know, and we'll see if we can arrange a visit to the vicarage.
I would love that. I would really love that.
Come and meet the young people, face to face.
Exactly. I'll be very happy to do that, because we lived there for some time. Skylar went there for nursery school and even grade 1. So it's an area we are familiar with. So I'll plan to visit you.
That's really good. Thank you. You will always be welcome. Just let me know. Yeah. And
okay.
Just very briefly, I just wanted to tell us, do you have enough water at the moment?
For those of us who live in cities, we have enough water, but still we do get rations where they would close the water to flow. So there are a lot of times when even those of us who live in towns do not have enough water, because most of our water come from rivers. And because last year it was very hot, we actually are also affected. For those who live in villages, it's even harder, because some of the rivers, dry out, and people have to actually walk for a very long time to fetch water. So now it's okay, but we do expect that between September, October, people will suffer, because it will take longer to go and find water sources.
Are you finding that the pattern of the rainfall over the year as a whole, the number of times it rains, it's changing? So it's affecting the farmers with their growing?
A lot. Right now, what we are seeing is that the duration of which the rain falls has really reduced. The number of days have reduced. So it makes it very hard. So a lot of people are growing crops that can mature very quickly, because we are seeing that the number of days in which we receive rain is shortening. But also when it rains, you find that lots of times it rains very hard on few days. That's why we have a combination of dry spells and floods, because when it rains very hard, and yet it doesn't rain for a longer period of time. And mostly our crops take a long time to mature. So if we grow our maize, we plant our maize in December, we only harvest in March, in April. So we find that maybe the rain will just fall during the month of January, and yet you still need more water for the crops to mature. So we are really seeing the rain patterns changing.
What is conservation farming, and why, from the point of view of the pigeon pea farmers, why is that better?
Okay, conservation farming is farming which you help to preserve a lot of moisture. So when we plant crops, we will cover them with grass, so that the moisture is retained in the soil for a long time. And the reason why we do that is because of the short period that we're experiencing rainfall. Then you keep moisture in the soil for longer. Mm-hmm. So we are promoting that because we know that the crops need water to grow, but there's not enough rain. So we are really trying as much as possible to make sure that we have practices that retains a lot of moisture in the soil.
Why do you like pigeon peas? Why
Have you
do you like them, and why do you want the pigeon pea farmers to grow more of them?
Have you seen pigeon peas? Can you see them? That's pigeon peas. The reason why
they've got different colours.
Yes, they've got this one. I did grade them. My mother grew them, so it's a combination of different varieties. But we want farmers to grow pigeon peas for different reasons. The first reason is that it is a very, very nutritious legume. You can eat. It's very rich in protein. And the other reason is that because of the changing weather pattern, which is very dry, pigeon peas are resilient. They can withstand hot weathers. The other thing is that it's a crop that doesn't need a lot of maintenance. When you plant it, it doesn't need you to continuously weed like you do with maize or corn. So a lot of people in communities, don't have enough people to help them work in their gardens. So we use this. But also the pigeon peas crop can get very tall and can prevent wind from blowing the soil. So in a lot of farms, they use it as fencing crop so that it protects wind from, blowing off the soil and really, exposing our crops. In Malawi, pigeon peas is usually grown by women, and it's a crop that you can eat while it's green or like this while it's dry. But for us, the most important thing is that there is a big market for pigeon peas in Asia, and it's one of those crops that you can actually sell and get a better value than maize. So for us, because of the weather patterns that is changing, our main crop used to be maize, and maize needs a lot of water. So we are encouraging farmers to grow these pigeon peas because they can withstand, heat, but on the market they can actually fetch more money. So our project now is going to help farmers grow better quality of pigeon peas, but also we'll be able to connect them to the markets because it's grown by very poor communities and the remote areas. So our role is to connect them to markets so that they can get better income.
The minister from the church here is just going to have a little word with you, and she's going to show you something that we've got here as well.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Mama Pansy.
Hello.
Hello, I greet you. Mama Pansy, Sister Skylar, I greet you in the name of Jesus Christ. I bring greetings from St. Michael's Church on behalf of everybody in St. Michael's Church. We keep you in our prayer and we thank God for you and your faithful witness to Jesus Christ. We are having a harvest and we are doing everything we can to raise awareness and to bring to attention of our adult members the good work that you are doing with the pigeon peas, with the conservation farming, every effort that you are making to augment the diet and nutrition and every good work that you're doing. We bless God for you. We bring greeting on behalf of the whole church. My name is Louise, Reverend Louise. We send you greetings and we keep you in our prayers, and we thank God for you and for your faithful witness to Jesus Christ. And please also remember us in your prayers. And here is the pigeon peas.
Thank you very, very much, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to you.
Yes.
On behalf of my colleagues, we are very grateful for the support that we receive from churches like yours and others.
Yes.
And we are really grateful for all the work that you have supported Malawi. And we also wish you God's blessings.
Thank you very much.
And be praying for you, and we are really, really grateful, and we are so honored to have connected with your congregation, especially the young people. So thank you very, very much for this opportunity.